An air raid alarm sounded over Kyiv yesterday afternoon, sending us scrambling for cover. We took that alert very seriously because earlier in the day, the US Embassy here in Kyiv announced it was temporarily closing because of a, quote, potential significant air attack. A Ukrainian military official told us they had information that Russia could try to strike the center of Kyiv with ballistic missiles. In the end, no missiles landed in Kyiv yesterday, but this comes after Ukraine fired 8 American-made ATACMS into Russia, according to US officials. ATACMS are missiles with a maximum range of close to 200 miles, and their target was a military facility in the Bryansk region of southern Russia, according to the Russian Defense Ministry. Now, President Biden gave permission to Ukraine to use ATACMS deep inside Russian territory 3 days ago. Before that, their use was more limited because of concerns the powerful weapons could further escalate this conflict. The Kremlin, though, seems to be stoking fears of an escalation. Vladimir Putin approved a change in Russia's nuclear doctrine this week, lowering the threshold for a nuclear strike. A US official called that, quote, irresponsible rhetoric. Back to you.
All right, let's get straight to CBS News senior national security correspondent Charlie D'Agata, who's joining me now from the Pentagon. So, Charlie, let's talk about how big of an escalation is this ballistic missile use.
Yeah, you know, Vlad, I know there was some discrepancy over intercontinental ballistic missile or ballistic missile, but as you saw in Holly's report, you know, she had to go scrambling for the shelter. And as you and I both know, you know, that's air raid sirens are a daily fact of life there, and most people have been ignoring them for several months because you'd never be out of the shelters. However, they're taking it seriously because of Russia's threats and because they have got the weapons to reach anywhere in Ukraine. So yes, ICBM, it gets everybody's attention. We knocked that story down. I was trying to find another phrase for that, but we knocked that story down here at the Pentagon. Ballistic missiles, Russia has a huge arsenal, and it's got a massive reach. You know, it's got S-300s, anti-aircraft. It's got the Iranian-supplied drones. It can reach anywhere in Ukraine. The fact that it can and has, I think it's more of a signal. You know, Dnipro, we hear it all the time, but that's not a frontline city. You know, this is a residential area. It's not what you would consider part of that volatile front line where the fighting is taking place. And that's largely artillery. This is just a signal from Russia that we've got the reach and we're ready to pull the trigger.
All right. So, Charlie, clearly both sides are upping the hardware. Is there a chance at all for a diplomatic solution here? You'll recall, Charlie, and I want to know if what people at the Pentagon are saying, that the president-elect said that he could end this in just a phone call.
Yeah, well, you know, everybody's looking at January, right? We know that there's going to be a change of administration. So both sides, I know it's strange to say, but they're on war footing, right? They're jostling. Volatility is the way it's been described here at the Pentagon. They haven't seen that front line and other areas with the ATACMS, with the Russians firing back with this kind of weapons. They're sort of jostling for a position in light of, and I know it sounds counterintuitive, why would you fight if you're looking for peace? But this is all about leverage. For example, Ukraine would want to keep Kursk, that Russian region that they took over, as a bargaining chip, in case they can sort of trade territory within Ukraine with Russia. And there's a sort of hurry-up offense. You know, we talked about that drawdown package, $275 million in financial aid and military aid that the United States has just signed off. That's rushing out. In fact, they're calling it a surge. It's been a surge since September in terms of giving the Ukrainians more of what they need, giving them permission to fire these longer-range ATACMS weapons. So there's definitely volatility there. It's been off the front pages for so long. It's self-evident, right? We're talking about it. It's a top story. We've got teams out there. A lot is going on. There's a lot of attention because of the clock is ticking. We know there's an administration. We're not entirely sure how much support that administration is going to give to the Ukraine effort. And of course, both President Zelensky and the incoming administration talking about negotiations, that certainly signals that we might be looking at you know, a possible transition in this horrible conflict.
All right, Charlie D'Agata with some sobering news for us from the Pentagon this morning. Charlie, thanks, my friend. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Vlad.